There was guaranteed excitement for those hooked on snowboarding and freeriding and who came to Verbier in the Swiss Alps from the 13th to the 16th of March 1997 for the second edition of Xtreme. Like last year, you had to come down the wall of the famous Bec des Rosses, from the starting gate at the summit, 3,222 meters up. The freeride is a discipline only undertaken by the most experienced and talented sportsmen and women, where it's also essential to know a lot about the mountain. Contrary to appearances, freeriders aren't mindless daredevils. In fact, all the competitors have many qualities in common with climbers. Us on foot, an hour's climb and 500 meters straight up.
That's the most extreme is the climbing, for sure. I'm gripped. I get my board on, it's okay. Everything's cool.
This climb after the evening we had yesterday, it's sadistic. No, it's nice. It's part of the game. And at least it's a pipe opener for us. Planted on the summit of the Bec des Rosses is the imposing starting gate. Once through the gate and then right down to the end of the wall. The 25 competitors have completely free choice of route. The first day of the Xtreme is devoted to qualifying. Just 6 men and 2 women will have the right to take part in the final. Despite the incredible success of this competition, the organizers have decided to limit the number of participants. The name Xtreme is famous now, thanks to magazines and videos. The competition's become well known very quickly. Many runners call us and the waiting list is long. For the moment, we have to limit the entry to the very best. And you can see that the level is rising. For example, in just 1 year, Gilles Warrel has improved tremendously, turning professional and riding almost every day in winter. The level of the finalists is breathtaking, and I think that the level is going to rise each year.
Bien meilleur encore. Donc je pense que le niveau va augmenter chaque année.
Are you ready?
The Americans are always hard to beat, and Jason Schultz is no exception. Unhappy about his 6th place last year, the American says he's going to take his revenge this year. For the moment, it's mission accomplished, because this surfer from Utah is second to the qualifiers.
You don't know the chances. What if I should die? Can you pay? You don't know the chances. I'm so blind.
Serge Cornia, here in action, is the reigning French combined champion, freestyle and alpine. Crazy about sailing and surfing on water, the Frenchman is taking part in his first Xtreme in Verbier. A test run and a masterstroke in one, as Serge Cornia books his ticket for the final thanks to 6th qualifying place. I was frontside, so it was really brilliant to surf up there.
Excellent.
La poudreuse,
And the
elle tient
powder
bien
snow,
là.
is it holding well?
Ouais, en haut c'est un peu granuleux,
Yeah,
donc ça a
higher up
tendance
is a
un
bit
peu à-
grainy and it has the tendency to
couler, à
flow, to
dégouliner,
trickle.
mais
Otherwise, it's
non,
really
sinon c'est vraiment
excellent.
excellent.
The only Italian signed up for the event, Giancarlo Costa, doesn't make it through the qualifiers. While most of his opponents start off on the shoulder to the right of the summit, he decided to dive directly down from the start. A courageous option, but certainly way above his capabilities.
Make you understand that a-hole bands have a-hole fans. Bloodhounds the name, and the gang's to blame. Like Janet and the Siamese twins, it's one and the same. So fame ain't gonna live forever. Never worrying about dying, cause it can't be any better. But whatever happens, always happens for the worst. And if the worst is yet to happen, I hope it happens to you first. So hello, Joe, what do you know? Heard you just got back from a Bloodhound show. Did you do the bad dizzy, or did you do the hustle? Did you do the flame of rumble or the Super Bowl shuffle? No matter what you did, you're gonna be abused. If you were not entertained, you did not drink enough booze. If you get your eyes on buzzing, then we'll
Giancarlo Costa's rather chaotic ride will be punished by low marks from the judges.
Il y a 5 critères
There are
qui nous
5
permettent de
criteria
juger
that
les
we take into
descentes.
consideration for the
Le
run.
critère principal est la
The main
ligne.
criterion is the
Deuxième
line.
critère est le contrôle
The second
de cette
criterion
ligne.
is the
Le
control of this
troisième,
line. The third
l'impression
is the
générale de
general
la
impression of
descente.
the run.
Ensuite, il y a aussi l'agressivité
Then there's the aggressiveness and the
la
technique that the competitors use
les
for the descent.
compétiteurs utilisent pour la
It's pretty
descente.
clear that if a competitor
Il est bien
simply
clair
slides
que
down
si
for
un
most part
compétiteur
and doesn't make many
dérape
turns, he
la
or
plus
she
grande
won't
partie de
get
sa
very good
descente, il ne
marks.
fait pas des virages, il n'aura pas de super bonnes notes.
Only 5 girls make it through the pre-qualifying. 3 from the States, a Swede, and the Frenchwoman Tina Moranval, who created a minor sensation by qualifying 3rd. Not without having worried Laurie Gibb and Julie Zell, the 2 favorites. The American Laurie Gibb, just like Tina Moranval, makes the most of her experience, which means she can permit herself the luxury of choosing a very difficult corridor for her first run. With her flowing style and thanks to a flawless line, Laurie Gibb wins this very high-level qualification.
You know, I think that there's still the shots like on the mountain. There's still a lot left, and I'm a little disappointed with myself. I didn't take the line I had originally picked out because there was tracks in there, so I figured I needed to get some fresh turns. That's really mattered. Just some powder runs, getting down alive.
And you speak a little word in French.
Un petit peu. I'm trying.
One more time.
Un petit peu.
2, 1, go!
Julie Zell, the firm favorite for this second edition of the Xtreme, is going backside on the south ridge of the Bec des Rosses. A mistake above the rocks. But Julie Zell comes out of it well. That's also where experience counts. Winning here last year, Julie's without doubt the girl with the longest list of top honors, including 3 consecutive wins in 1994, 95, and 96 in the Queen of the Hill competition that takes place in Valdez in Alaska. Julie Zell, in front of a large, attentive crowd, attacks the second half of the wall. She comes second to this qualifier, just behind Laurie Gibb. The final looks like being very, very tight.
Ça va, Verbier? Je ne parle pas français.
Julie, what do you think about this shoot?
It's pretty nice. It's pretty full on. Snow wasn't quite as soft as I thought it might be, but it was really good.
Keyword of the Xtreme, safety.
D'abord, les coureurs sont sélectionnés.
First of all, them to decide to
et puis
come or
après, c'est
not,
eux qui ont décidé de
after having
venir
been
par rapport à
invited by the
l'invitation
organizers.
que Nicolas et Philippe leur ont envoyée.
Au niveau
As
sécurité,
far as
de
safety
toute
is
façon,
concerned, the
les
guides have
guides
done
ont
a
fait un
super
super
job.
travail, ils ont sécurisé
They
les
made the slope
pentes.
safe.
Et puis
Now it's
maintenant,
up
c'est
to
au
the
coureur
runner
de
not to do anything stupid.
pas faire n'importe quoi. Il y a des
There
choses
are things you can
peuvent
jump
se
and
sauter,
other
puis des
things
choses
that you
qui
just
peuvent pas.
can't.
Donc il faut bien étudier la
You have to
face,
study the face and then to choose a great
choisir un bel
itinerary.
itinéraire,
Building
et
in
à
some
la
big
rigueur des
jumps,
gros
but
sauts, mais avec
landing
une
on the
exception,
snow, not on the stones.
dans de la neige et pas sur des cailloux.
Particular care has been taken in the preparation of the mountain, where some of the slopes are at more than 55 degrees from the horizontal.
Alors bon, la montagne au niveau
From the snow point of view, the mountain's been prepared since the first snows. That means this year, since the month of November.
novembre. Et puis après,
Since
on
then,
l'a
we've kept the wall
surveillé,
under
on a contrôlé
observation
l'évolution
and
du
controlled the
manteau,
evolution
parce
of
que
the snow
finalement,
clothing,
il
because
ne
you
faut
can't
pas
dynamite on the
abîmer à
mountain
chaque
after
chute
each
de neige,
snowfall,
parce que ça
because
sera, il
without
reste
that,
plus
there's
du
nothing
tout.
left at all.
Et là, on a eu une évolution, disons,
There's
très
been a
très
very,
favorable, ce
very
qui fait
favorable
que
evolution, which means that
une
a
semaine
week
avant la
before the
course, on a
race,
pu
the snow was
constater
relatively
que
solid with a
la
light
neige
dusting
était
of powder
relativement
snow on
solide
the surface
et qu'on avait un tout
that
petit
you
peu
can
de
see
poudre
there
en
stirred up by the
surface, et ce qu'on
surfer.
voit là au passage du surfeur,
Bit of snow
donc
that's
un petit
rolling.
peu de neige qui coule.
I think these
Mais
are
je crois que là,
optimal
c'était des
conditions.
conditions optimales.
All competitors have to carry a bag. Gilles Voirol explains what's inside.
Alors dans le sac à dos, on a d'abord une pelle
In the
qui nous
haversack,
permet de
first there's a
sortir une
spade,
personne
which we can use to
ensevelie
dig out
sous
a
la
person
neige.
buried under the snow.
On a une sonde
There's a
qui nous
probe
permet d'être
to
plus
help us find
précis
a buried
pour
person
trouver
more
une personne
precisely.
ensevelie. Et on a
And
l'orthovox
there's the orthovox that
qui
emits and
émet, qui
receives
reçoit
on
sur
set
certaines
frequencies
fréquences
so as
pour
to
pouvoir
localize a
localiser
person
une
under the
personne
snow.
ensevelie.
Guides, doctors, helicopters, everybody is ready, but safety is also the responsibility of each competitor.
Avoir
To
la
have the
force de
strength
dire
to say
non
no
quand tu
when
la
you
sens
don't
pas.
feel like it. That's the most
Ça, c'est
important
important.
thing.
Je crois que c'est le
To
plus
know
important,
how to
c'est
say
ça.
no
Savoir
when you
dire
don't
non
feel
quand
up
tu
to
la
it.
sens pas.
J'ai peur.
I'm afraid. Well,
On
see,
va voir,
it's my
hein,
first
c'est la
time
première
here.
fois
It's,
ici,
it's
c'est vrai
true
que
that the mountain's steep.
La montagne,
I'll see,
la montagne est raide
improvise. I've
on
seen
va
2 or
voir,
3
on va
rocks.
improviser. J'ai vu
I'm
deux
going to
trois
try and
rochers, on va
pass in
essayer
the
de passer
middle.
au milieu.
Antonio Yotagi isn't just anyone, because last year he won the Xtreme in New Zealand and finished second at Valdez in Alaska. Unfortunately, here he'll finish 9th in the qualifying round, so he'll be eliminated. Steve Claassen, last year's winner, undisputed #1 of the discipline for the past 3 seasons. The one they've nicknamed the Angel of the Mountains has by far the best results in freeriding. 2 World Championships and twice King of the Hill in Alaska. He just had his 32nd birthday, and he's been surfing since the age of 8. Logically enough, Steve Claassen leads the qualifiers.
I guess I had a good run, seemed pretty good. A couple little sketches, and I think I could go back out there and maybe do even a little bit more. Line felt good though, felt really good. Snow was good, consistent. I only got lost once.
Your choice was original and hard.
I don't know, seemed pretty good to me. It was just where the looked like the best snow was, and so I just kind of went for it, you know. Felt good.
Gilles Voirol is the only European who's been able to compete on equal terms with the Americans. A virtual unknown before the first edition of the Swiss Xtreme, Gilles is trying to confirm his second place last year, a result obtained to general surprise. The Swiss is well aware that this year his opponents will be waiting for him. Jumps are Gilles' speciality. And a promising third place while qualifying.
This place like another Vietnam. Heavy like a Tyson blow through the dome. Back up, son, give me room, give me room. To set it off like this, don't give it up. I'm a sniper at your back door. Fat favor for your brain, you know the time. So check the
J'avais déjà bien
I'd
repéré
already
les jours
studied the
avant
slope for
de
days
passer
before
sur
the
ce que j'allais
competition.
faire.
I was pretty
Mais
sure
je
what
me
I was
suis un
going to
peu
do,
perdu
but
sur l'affaire.
I got a bit lost
C'était un peu
near the end. I
improvisé à
had to
partir de la
improvise
moitié.
from
Là, j'avais
about
pas mal de
halfway.
pression au départ.
There was quite
Tout
a
le
lot
monde
of pressure
attendait
at the
quand même
start.
que
Everybody was
je
waiting
renouvelle ce
for
que
me to
j'ai fait l'année
repeat what I did
passée.
last year.
C'est quand même
Nevertheless,
difficile à
that's
gérer.
difficult to manage.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
Oh, bless your hands on my
Jerome Ruby is quite at home because JJ is a guide in nearby Chamonix. But his first love is the snowboard. Third last year in Verbier, the Frenchman qualifies without problem for this year's final with a 6th place.
On est à fleur de
You're
rocher
dicing
sans
with
arrêt.
rocks all the time.
Plein de fois, je me
I
suis
found
fait surprendre
myself in
sur
amongst the
des
pebbles
petits
several
gratons.
times. Wasn't exactly
C'était pas super.
Evening falls over Verbier, but the fiesta continues with Dog Eat Dog from New York and a nocturnal jumping session. Now for the final, bringing together the best riders from the qualifiers. 2 girls and 6 guys. The Planet Snowboard is boiling, and 5,000 people have invaded the Col de Gentiane above Verbier. A huge success for the Xtreme.
I'm amazed. I'm simply amazed. I wasn't happy with my first run, but obviously the judges must have been pleased with it, and I just want to have a consistent second run.
And Laurie Gibb keeps her promise and becomes the #1 woman in this Xtreme 97.
Watch the gas to burn the heat of outside. Flag of faith for boundaries to fight. The young so wild before their time. My time, your time, all time. My time, your time, all
Dude, well, hey, we're 1 and 2.
That was shitty.
My run didn't start until about a third of the way down.
Go! Go,
Dede Ren, who, like Jerome Ruby, is a professional mountain guide based in Chamonix, finishes this final in 4th place.
Super! Vas-y! Gaz, gaz, gaz!
J'ai moins sauté, ouais.
I jumped less
J'étais un
than I
peu
did in
fatigué, j'ai voulu
qualifying.
assurer, donc
I was a bit tired.
je suis beaucoup moins tombé,
I wanted
j'ai
to play
pas
safe
trop mis les
and
fesses par
I fell a
terre.
lot less. It was much more
C'était plus
fluid.
fluide,
Maybe less
peut-être
impressive,
moins
but
impressionnant,
different.
mais différent.
3 guys dominate. 2 Americans, Steve Klassen and Jason Schultz, and the Swiss, Gilles Voirel.
Wonderful. It's had a fun run. Felt really strong and just came together.
At 22 is by far the youngest competitor. The Swiss surprises everybody by sharing second place with Jason Schultz and by winning the prize for the most beautiful trajectory. Here you can see the 6 basic lanes. Giovanni takes us through his choices.
Tout d'abord, il y a le rappel en haut.
First of all, there's the
où on a
reminder
décidé
up
de
top,
mettre une corde
where they've
pour quand même
decided to
mettre,
put a
avoir
rope
un
for
maximum de
maximum
sécurité.
safety.
Après, on tombe dans le
Then
beau
you
grand
follow
couloir
the
où
big
on peut tirer
corridor
des
where you
super
can
belles
carve
courbes.
out beautiful
Et après, il y a la
super
grosse barre
curves.
du milieu qui
And
était
then
quand
there's
même
the
assez
big
dure
ridge of
aujourd'hui.
rocks in the middle.
Donc la réception était
Which is pretty
assez
hard
dure.
today.
J'ai pris de la neige plein la bouche, ça m'a un
The
peu pris le
landing was
souffle.
pretty hard and I got a
Donc
mouthful of
après,
snow
c'était
that took my breath
difficile
away.
d'enchaîner la suite
And after
vraiment,
that, it
vraiment
was
bien,
quite
mais
difficult to
c'est
stick
allé.
to the program really well, but, well, it was quite good all the same.
Ouais, il y a encore les 2 barres du
Then
fond.
the 2
Bon, là, elles
strips
sont
of rock
plus
at the
petites, ça va,
bottom,
quoi, ça passe plus
they're
tranquille.
smaller, you can get through them quite easily.
Fais gaffe, il est en bas là parce qu'avant il a fait encore 2 bons sauts à la fin. Le bill est remonté. Là il va faire encore un saut.
Il va remonter pour te reprendre un coup, tu vas y aller là.
This is the winner, Steve Claassen from the USA.
Yeah, I felt much more relaxed on that run compared to the last one. it made a big difference when I got halfway down because my legs weren't tired. I went the whole upper section very relaxed and very calm, and then I went off the big jump, and that was kind of crazy there. But the landing was so good that it was okay.
This is my recital. I think it's very
4 unforgettable days. By the way, if you got itchy feet from watching this, don't try to imitate these artists because they're from another planet with vast experience in the mountains. Planet Snowboard.